lives their life on Mars.
Overleven is op Mars, weet niemand. Maar als alles goed gaat, wonen er over een paar jaar wel mensen. Want er zijn grote plannen voor een eerste bemande reis naar Mars. En wie misschien mee mag, is de Antwerpse Amerikaan Brad Moore. Dag Brad, hoe gaat het?
Goed, dankjewel.
Goed?
Bedankt, ja.
We're gonna talk in English.
Ja, tuurlijk. Alsjeblieft.
Ja, geen probleem. You're an American, but
Yes.
you live in Antwerp. Explain.
Yes, I do. I had come here before in 2003 for a holiday. And when I went back to America, I was like, I really want to live in Europe. Ik wil een tijdje wonen in Europa. And I said, yeah, dan. Ik was van plan om naar Sorry, I slipped right into Flemish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I was planning on going to Amsterdam. And a friend said, hey, I know someone who has an apartment in Antwerp. Are you interested? And I said, yeah, sure. It's only a couple of hours away from Amsterdam. I can move in a couple of years. And now it's 11 years, and I still live in Antwerp, in the same place that I've always been.
It's a beautiful city.
It's a fantastic city.
It's the most beautiful city of Belgium.
Volgens mij is het de beste stad in België, maar...
Ja, ik denk dat jij heel slim bent. More importantly, right now you live in Antwerp, but maybe in a few years... You're gonna live on Mars.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, first of all, it's exciting, don't you think? I think that's like fantastic. Yeah. No, it's great. It's fantastic. There was a contest, or it's not really a contest. Why am I slipping into Flemish all of a sudden?
No problem.
It's amazing. It's not. They opened up a chance. There's an organization called Mars One, and they opened up applicant process. And I heard about it. They opened up on 22 April, which just happened to be my birthday. And I was like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, oh, this sounds great. This sounds like something I could be interested in doing. So I sent in my application, and we had to fill out an online form as well as make a video between 60 and 70 seconds. And I sent it in. And, you know, it's strange because it was, for me, when I did it, it was both a relief and a release. I mean, it was a relief because I actually felt like I finally found something that I was always looking for, but didn't know I was looking for it. And it was a release because, I have to leave the planet. So.
And how many people applied?
There were around 200,500 that originally applied. Yeah.
So, and why did you make it to the last 100?
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible.
I paid someone off. No, just kidding. No.
How were you selected?
Yeah, you know, there was a selection process that started off with us filling out the application form, and they would go through the application form, and there were a lot of people who applied, and they were like, yeah, whatever, it's not serious, but it really was serious. And so those people got pushed away. Yeah. And then after that, I found out that I had made it past the first stage, which was the application process. And then the second round was 2 parts. The first part was a medical exam, and from the medical exam, they automatically got rid of other people too. You have to be physically fit. You can't be addicted to drugs or alcohol or smoking. I mean, that makes sense, right? And then the second part of that was an online interview, and we had to interview for 15 minutes with the chief medical officer. And my interview just passed. It was in January. It was on 5 January. And then I had to wait until 16 February to find out if I made it, and I was a nervous wreck. But that's how the process has gone.
And the Mars One project asks all the applicants to make a video about themselves. And your video was also addressed to your mother.
Hi, Mom. Yes, I know you're disappointed. I'm going to Mars. I won't be a professional actor now, and you also believe that I will never find a husband, whether I want one or not. We've been through this. I love astrophysics, but I studied psychology to help people more directly. I've done community development, and I taught English in Europe for 7 years. Along the way, I've been jobless, homeless, picked up a few languages, managed a few businesses, and have even been in a few movies. You ask why me, but I ask why not me? Why shouldn't I go to Mars with no way to return? Why shouldn't I risk radiation poisoning or freezing to death alone on the Martian landscape? Every venture and adventure needs pioneers, and I love the human race enough to take this risk so others don't have to. Besides, some people think it's a good idea to send gays to another planet. Maybe this is the way to do it.
Well done. I think your mom must be very proud of you.
You know, my mom has been wonderful. She has been a great support for me. I was talking to her on the other day on the phone, and you know, she said to me, she said, you know, I think this is really fantastic that you're doing this. And I said, yeah, Mom, but it's scary. And she said, yeah, it's scary, but it's just also normal. I mean, this is just you. You know, I don't feel like this is anything different than who you are. So my mother has been a complete support. It's fantastic.
But Brad,
yeah,
it's a one-way ticket.
Yeah.
You cannot come back.
Right. Right.
So once you go to Mars, you have to stay there.
I'll have to stay there, yes.
Aren't you frightened?
Question. Can you go back to your mother after you were born?
It's possible, but...
Hey, now.
You can't be
That's
prepared.
Julianne Moore that he made. The thing is, for me, is when you're born, life is already a one-way trip.
All right.
Okay? Once you're born, life is a one-way trip, and we know that we cannot go back. We can't stop doing what we have to go forward. And
Do you
for me,
consider it... Okay, do you consider it like being reborn?
Not necessarily reborn, but I do see this as the continuation of humanity, the continuation of the human race. We've always done this. We've always explored. We've always gone to new places. The only thing different about this experience is that it's another planet.
Yeah.
But in order for us to be where we are today, people have said, hey, I'm going forward and I'm not looking back. And this, for me, is the same thing.
But it's a big sacrifice, because you know you're going to die there.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to do, I think. You can go to the movies, or you can go to a restaurant.
There are no cafes. There are no cafes on Mars.
Right? No, actually, we will have a lot of things to do. We will help to build a civilization. We will have a lot of facilities there that are going to, well, they're going to send some things before us and with us to start building living environments.
And they're going to send it by Wi-Fi?
No. We might actually do a little bit of 3D printing. We haven't talked about that yet, but it's possible.
Okay.
They plan on shipping some of those things to us, to Mars beforehand. Just like they sent the Mars rovers that are there right now, Opportunity and Curiosity.
Yeah.
They're going to send that before we get there. And then when we get there, we're going to unpack the material and start building things up. So
Er will be entertainment. Adil, kan jij begrijpen waarom iemand zou verhuizen naar Mars?
Wel, weet je, de wereld is fucked up, hè, dus... Soms heb ik ook het gevoel van, kunnen we niet naar een ander planeet gaan en dat we te goed doen deze keer?
Ja, het blijkt gewoon te kunnen. Stijn, zou het iets zijn voor jou?
Ja, ik heb altijd gedacht, ik wil nooit op vakantie gaan naar een land waar geen pizza uit is. Ik denk ook van, ik wil ook bij planeten doortrekken. Als hij hem bouwt, ga ik wel gaan, denk ik.
Ja. Kat, zou het iets voor jou zijn? Je gaat naar Ibiza, je kan ook naar Mars.
Ja, er is minder palmbomen en minder vertier, denk ik. Maar het lijkt me wel spannend. Maar ja, je gaat die planten. You're gonna plant
Yeah, I'm going to plant, yeah.
En ze mogen ook baby's maken, heb ik gelezen.
Can you make babies in Mars?
He's
You have to.
He's gay, so he can.
That's no problem. Gays can.
My sperm is just kind of open-minded.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
You'll have to make babies there.
Yeah.
24 people are
Not
going.
yet, yeah. They initially said the first group, 24 people.
What will be the next step now for you in the learning process? What do you still have to learn?
Right. Well, the next process will be hopefully sometime between now and the summer.
Yeah.
All the remaining candidates will get together and we will meet as a group, and then we'll do some testing, psychological testing, physical testing, things like that, especially to see how well we work together as a team. When I make it to the final process, which will be the fourth round, we'll probably spend an extended period of time in a mock-up or a structure that is similar to the one that we will be in on Mars. And then once I make it through that process, we will spend the remaining time, which as of now will be 8 years, training.
To become an astronaut.
To become an astronaut. For example, I already mentioned that it will be 6 groups of 4. In the group of 4, 2 of those people, hopefully I'm one of them, will receive extensive medical training. The other 2 will receive extensive first aid training. So every person who goes to Mars will already be skilled in medicine to be able to help in case there are injuries or illnesses. So we have a lot of training to do.
It's clear you're ready to go, but what will you miss from your life on Earth?
Yeah, well,
when being there?
What will I miss? You know, I will miss nature. I will miss nature, natuur the most. I will miss butterflies. I'll miss August.
Colors?
Colors, yeah. Because it'd be like more brownish gray or brownish red. The seasons, I'll miss going for long walks through misty forests. You know, I'll miss all of
Those
that.
are important things.
Absolutely, yeah.
And your family, your friends? Because it's planned to leave in 9 years.
Right. Right.
Things can happen between this day and 9 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you'll meet someone who's the love of your life.
If anybody is interested, you can, please let me know before I go. But the plan is that if I do meet someone, I will make sure that they know that I'm planning on doing this. And right now, since I'm the only person in Belgium who is doing this, I think everyone is going to pretty much be aware. So that either helps my chances or ruins my chances. I don't know yet. But my family and friends have been extremely supportive. The other day, a friend of mine, Martin, sent me an email after I told him, and the email said, "Oh gosh, that's awesome-erable." It's awesome and horrible.
Awesome-erable, yeah.
Awesome-erable. And my friends and family, they don't want me to leave, but they want me to go.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
That's a nice expression. That's very nice. Kat, wat zou jij kiezen? Jij naar Mars en Frank hier, of Frank naar Mars en jij hier?
Ik toch maar naar Ginder, denk ik.
Ja, je kan ook met twee gaan. Ik denk dat dat ook mogelijk is. Hè. Stijn, als jij hier eentje aan de tafel zou moeten mogen kiezen om mee te nemen naar Mars?
Dan zou ik een van de vrouwen kiezen. Ben jij iemand die zo een scheet laat en dan zegt van... Oei, er spreekt er iemand Portugees? Ben jij zo iemand?
Lekker ga ik niet zeggen, nee.
Nee, maar daar zou ik voor Siska gaan. Die doet dat wel.
And we already know a little bit what your new home might look. We have images. Please comment. What's this?
These here are the living part of the living module, and these are parts of the capsule that we will actually send cargo in, or that we will travel in ourselves. And then we're going to build up. The two middle ones will be part of our living situation, our living environment.
Yeah.
Most of the other ones will be support groups. Some of those will also have. That's a satellite. This here is a satellite that they will.
Kindergarten.
Then we're also going to have to learn how to produce our own food. So we will become vegetarians.
Yeah.
We will have a living space there, and that's actually bigger than my apartment right now. So I think I'm trading up. I'm getting more out of this than I have right now, actually.
But what if you don't like it at all over there?
Yep.
You get some drugs to commit suicide?
No,
you
I can
never
just walk
know what
outside
happened
without
there.
my helmet on.
No, but you're locked up, in fact.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're doing psychological testing. They're going to make sure that whoever decides to go is happy to go. And most likely, because it's part of human nature, we will find it surprisingly different than what we thought it would be. If it turns out that some of the astronauts or myself are not happy, we will at least be able to discuss it round the clock with people who are back here on Earth. We will have easy access to anyone we would like to talk to. And we're also going to train in psychology as well, so that we can help other people who are there who may happen to find themselves a bit uneasy with the situation. So...
Stijn, als jij 3 platen zou mogen meenemen naar Mars, wat zou je dan meenemen?
Ik zou zo nog liever 3 golfplaten meenemen om mijn ding te beschermen tegen meteorieten. Misschien 2 golfplaten en the best of the radios.
Mooi, hè?
Dat is echt... moet je misschien ook psychological toch ook wat testen voor ondergaan. En Kat, als jij 3 kledingstukken... Heb jij 3 kledingstukken? Nee. Wat zou,
3 skipakken in de kleuren van de Belgische
Wat zou jij
vlag.
meenemen? Wat zou jij zeker meenemen?
Wat zou ik zeker meenemen? Ik heb niet veel nodig, nee.
Do you feel you're on a mission with this project?
I feel like certainly that I'm on a mission, like there is something to accomplish, something that I would like to do. But at the same time, just like my family and friends have already said, I feel like this is just simply my life. I don't feel any different than I did before I applied. I feel like this is real, for me, it's a natural progress. It's destiny. And so, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I plan on doing, and I'm comfortable with that.
Okay. I hope your dreams come true.
Thank you.
And you have a long and happy life on Mars.
Thank you. Thank you
Good
very
luck,
much.
Brad Moore.
Thank you.